Hello everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Chef Moo, the Keto Kid.
Hello everybody, I'm Chef Moo, the Keto Kid, and this is my lovely assistant mama. Today we're making chocolate chip mint ice cream.
Favorite, love chocolate chip mint ice cream. Okay, so we use whose cookbook?
Miss Maria Emmerich.
Miss Maria Emmerich's ketogenic diet cookbook. We do love her so much, and we do love, you can see all of our marks here. We love this book, so good. We start with her vanilla bean ice cream recipe, and what do we do to it?
We tweaked it and made it mint chocolate chip.
We tweaked it a little bit, and we make it mint chocolate chip. Okay, so we have all our ingredients out here. We're going to go over that. We use our
Vitamix blender.
Vitamix blender because
very helpful.
We put everything in there and whirl this up at high speed and get it all mixed together so well. It's so important. Otherwise, you get lumpy ice cream, and nobody wants lumpy ice cream. All right, Moo, where do we get started then?
So we get started with 3/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of coconut oil.
All right, we use coconut oil. It says you can use butter. We've used butter before. We prefer the coconut oil. Just up here. So we have our 3/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons. It's important to put that extra 2 tablespoons in there because it does make a difference.
Big difference.
We're going to put that in at the very end though, because in the blender we feel like if we put that at the bottom and it gets cold, it sticks to the sides. So we start with our eggs first. So we have there. So it says 4 large eggs and 4 large egg yolks. We modify this slightly. Yeah. What do we do, Moo?
We did 3 large whole eggs.
So we've already put 3 whole eggs in there. And then what?
Yeah, and I saved 1 egg just to show everybody a little technique.
Right, and so we put 4 egg yolks in there because it makes it so rich and yummy. And 3 large whole eggs.
So take your egg.
So she's going to separate the yolk from the white.
And we have a little bowl here that we save all of our yolk in. Because we use tons of whites for muffins and pancakes and tons of stuff. So
save your whites.
Crack this egg here. And we crack the egg facing down.
Whoa. Disaster. It's all right. We saved the yolk. And a little bit of the white. No problem. Go ahead. Throw it in there.
Oh my gosh.
Got it. Got it. Good. And there we go. No problem. Save that white yolk. Okay.
Thank you.
Always a little spills in the kitchen. No problem. Okay, what's next, Moo?
Next is 1/4 cup of MCT oil. You could use that, but we use this brain octane, which is really awesome. It's from Bulletproof.
Bulletproof brain octane is amazing.
Awesome.
Okay.
And it tastes like nothing.
Adds a certain consistency to the ice cream that is just smooth and amazing. Never taste it. Okay, and then what, Moo?
Let's see, 1/2 cup of unsweetened almond milk or water. And we use this awesome Milkadamia. It has like twice the fat than almond milk.
Exactly. So good. Okay, put your 1/4 cup over the top there. So it's a 1/2 cup. So we use 2/4. We love just using the same measuring cup. That way, 1/4 plus 1/4 is how much, Moo?
2/4.
1/2. Okay, so then we have our eggs in there. And what's next, Moo Moo?
1 vanilla bean, but instead of making vanilla, but we're making peppermint.
We're making peppermint, so tell them about that.
So we use this Loran oils, peppermint oil.
Loran peppermint
oil. And it's not like those jellies that we made with the root beer flavor. You can't put 2 whole things of this. If you put 2 whole trams of this, no one would eat your ice cream.
No, you'll blow your nose out.
Yeah, if you even put this whole thing, So that's why we got this little dropper here.
So this again is to taste, right? So
If you like it really pepperminty.
some people, I prefer it really pepperminty, but you do not want to put the whole dram in there. So she's going to put how many drops in there, Moo?
Up here. Yep. What do you think, 5?
I'll put 6. 6 is my favorite number. Okay, so she put 6 drops in there. When we roll that up, we'll taste it and see what we think. Okay, so this is where we add an ingredient that Maria does not have. We use this vegetable glycerin by Now Solutions. You can find this actually in the beauty products. This is amazing stuff. So how many times have we dug into our ice cream and it's rock solid and it's so hard to get into? Until
as many times as we've made ice cream.
Until the last couple weeks, and we found this. So we put 2 tablespoons of this stuff in there, and it makes the smoothest ice cream so good. And it actually adds a little bit of sweetness. So 2 tablespoons. Now you can, it just depends on the kind you're making. Sometimes you need a little less, sometimes you need more. We find 2 tablespoons is about perfect for almost all the flavors you're going to make. The chocolate's a little different, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the powder.
Yeah, the powder makes it a little flaky.
Yeah. We have this Thrive Market coconut oil, but you can find coconut oil at Costco and pretty much anywhere. Coconut oil.
You get it in big bulk.
Big bulk, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next, Moo Moo?
Next, you.
Got a little bit of egg white on there. Okay.
1/4 cup of powdered erythritol.
And what do we use, Moo?
We use this awesome Swerve confectioners, and I mean it's like the ultimate sugar replacement. It says it right there.
It is. This is so it's erythritol, powdered erythritol.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
So it's the purple labeled one. Okay, so go ahead and dump that in there, Moo Moo.
Go. Whoa.
Oh. And last but not least, what do we need, Moo Moo?
Our coloring.
Well, no, actually
And
salt.
Salt.
So it's 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So Summer just opens that up and takes 1/4 teaspoon out. And there we go. That helps also with the consistency of the ice cream. So why don't you put that in there, Moo Moo? That's the coconut oil. We put that in the last part of it.
Ew. Gross.
So Moo, why do they call you Chef Moo?
Well, first, my name was Sumatra.
So first her nickname was Sumatra.
Then,
Summer is her actual name. So then it was Sumatra, then what?
Sumatra Moo.
Then we started calling her Sumatra Moo.
And then, it was just Moo.
Then it's just Moo.
And then, I liked cooking so much.
And then Summer loves cooking, right? So it's now Chef Moo, the Keto Kit. All right, so we got all that in there. Now we also add just a couple drops of what, Moo?
Stevia glycerin.
Now stevia glycerate, which she has on there with the powdered erythritol, but we add just a couple drops because we feel like the combination of the stevia, the erythritol, and the vegetable glycerin is just an awesome combination.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
now,
so-
Moo, what's the last, but certainly not least?
To make it very green and that minty flavor, but not really minty, we got these. Can you see it?
Right, so it's these gels, Icing Colors by Wilton. We found this at, they're
My-
concentrated gels. We found them at, so you need just a tiny, tiny bit to make it a really fun mint green, which we feel helps make the flavor come out. We don't know why, but we feel like it does. Get in there. Okay, so we're gonna whirl that all up, and then we'll come back and show you what that looks like, and we'll put put it in our Cuisinart ice cream maker, which we love. And then Moo, what kind of, and also we're going to taste it for Martinez. What kind of chocolate chips do you love? Summer loves chocolate chips.
We love these Lily's dark chocolate. They're totally stevia sweetened. They're really nice, like semi-sweet. And
so good.
There's no sugar added. They're awesome.
And they're the mini ones, what makes it really nice in this
really,
ice cream because
really
you're not eating a huge, big chunk of chocolate chip. All right, so
let's go.
we're going to go
Put this
whirl
in
it
the
up.
blender.
We're going to put it in the blender, and we will be back with our ice cream maker.
Welcome back, everybody. Hello, I am Chef Moo, the Keto Kid, and we're back with our green ice cream.
Yes, so when you make your ice cream in the blender, make sure you start out slow, blend it up, and we blend it for a good minute on high.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. You'll see when it comes out, you have this very silky, very well mixed mixture, and our green turned out perfect.
Well,
didn't
if
it?
you're making vanilla beans, then you can
Right.
white. But
Right.
we're making
We're making green. So we have our mixture. What we love to do is take our Cuisinart ice cream maker out of the freezer, and we put
pretty much all of it in here.
well, we do, but this nonstick coconut oil spray from Spectrum, we put that inside there, and it comes out so much better when you're getting it out of the ice cream maker. So go ahead and spray a little bit of that on the bottom especially, and then around the sides. Perfect, no?
That smells really good.
Yeah. So then we put, that's good, this inside, and then we take our ice cream. Oh, Summer, taste it for Martinez. What do you think? More mint? Perfect?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chef Moo says perfect. All right. So go ahead and pour that in there, and I will do the honors with the rubber spoon. Rubber spoon is an essential item in the Chef Moo kitchen.
It's an essential item in any kitchen.
It's an essential item in any kitchen. All right, no ice cream left behind. Awesome. All right, so we'll be back after the ice cream. So you don't put the chocolate chips in until when?
The very end.
When it's almost done.
Yeah,
You have-
and it won't harden up in here. It'll actually just get more of an ice cream texture. You actually have to put it in like a container and then freeze it. That makes it more of ice cream.
Right. Well, so you can make it so that it's kind of a soft serve ice cream and serve it right away. Or what we'd like to do is make it, put it in the freezer for at least 2-3 hours. And then it's like perfect. So, all right, so we'll put this on here. This Cuisinart ice cream maker is the bomb. We love it. Turn it on. Go ahead, Moo Moo. And we'll be back.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Chef Moo, the Keto Kid, and I'm my lovely assistant, Mama. We're back with our Sweet Dreams ice cream, and we're just about ready to scoop it up for some dessert.
Right, we put it in this wonderful ice cream container for homemade ice cream by Tovolo. This thing is fantastic. It's got this long length, easy to scoop out. So let's do that, and we have a special guest tonight, don't we?
We have a mint chocolate chip ice cream expert,
We do? Who is it?
Dada.
All right, come on in, Dada.
This is my favorite flavor.
Love
I can't
it,
wait
love
to
it.
taste it. How did it come out?
Well,
good.
that's for you to decide.
Oh, we're going to find out.
Yes. So, go ahead and explain them what keto ice cream's all about.
Nice. So, you know how sometimes you take one of these scoops like Shell has right here, and then you put like 3 or maybe more scoops in a good sized bowl? Well, if you did that with keto ice cream, you might be having as many as 800 to 1,000 calories really fast. So, because we love the taste of ice cream and we want it to last as long as possible, we came up with this idea of putting what seems like a tiny little scoop compared to regular ice cream, and getting tiny little spoons. And this way we kind of have a little bit, and your taste buds don't know any different. We don't need to stuff a big amount in our mouth. And this, really good. What happens too is sometimes it gets super hard, but Shell's been working. What's the ingredient you put in there to try to?
Glycerin. We told
Glycerin.
them that earlier.
Glycerin, right.
Yeah. And do you see how easily I scoop that out? But it's still perfectly wonderful hard ice cream that comes in a ball like that.
Right, Moo. This is delicious.
So in this particular little container here, we have about 210 calories and 21 grams of fat. So what he's talking about is very true. You need just a little bit to feel like you're getting a lot.
Kind of have to reprogram how you think about a lot of eating with keto. With a lot of meals, they're rich and they're really tasty, so you fill up fast. You don't want to eat as much.
Right.
But I find that with the ice cream, it's cold, it tastes sweet. My brain still thinks in terms of eating several scoops. So this has been a good tool for us to kind of recalibrate how much of it we eat, right?
Right.
Moo, this is delicious. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you for being on our show.
Oh,
Why don't you go
my
sit down
pleasure.
and have your ice cream?
Yes, you
while
should
we
definitely
finish
have
up?
me back every time you have an
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today.
And thank you so much for watching our show, Chef Marie the Keto Kid.
And if this kid,
Can go keto,
so can you.